Welcome to the Technology module of the Supervisor in Training program. As always, you can rewind this video at any time should you need further clarification. There are numerous precautions that you need to take when handling the intramural iPads. First, never leave an iPad unattended. Second, always carry an iPad with two hands to avoid dropping it. You should put the iPad in the protective sleeve when not in use or face down on a flat, dry surface to protect the screen from flying balls. If you are allowing your officials to use the iPad, make sure that you are instructing officials in proper iPad precautions, as you are held responsible for any damage to the iPads while you are supervising. In the next few slides, we will be reviewing the iPad agreement that you have already signed. If you have not signed the iPad agreement already, you should submit an iPad agreement signed by the end of the week. It is important to know that with access to the technology provided, you are ultimately responsible. Participants may never use, and officials may only use under your supervision. Additionally, possession of the device begins upon checkout and ends upon check-in. Devices should never be accounted for, so it is important that you continually fill out the check-in or check-out form. Care for the iPads is another important part of the iPad agreement. It is important that the device remain in the case at all times. Additionally, the device should not be taken into or left in places of extreme cold, extreme heat, or humidity. This is why it is important not to leave the iPad in the lockbox at the end of the night. Additionally, the device should never be placed in standing water, even if it is in a waterproof case. Lastly, no hard items should be placed in the same bag or on top of the device to avoid scratching the screen. If an iPad is damaged, you as the supervisor should notify the intramural office staff immediately of the incident. If the damage is due to a participant, you should obtain the participant's identification and fill out an incident report as well. The iPads are only to be used for work-related tasks. Supervisors are not allowed to make any modifications to the hardware, software, or applications without express instruction to do so by the office staff. Should the iPad become lost or stolen during your shift, you should first notify UMPD and provide all the information known. Once the case has been filed, please call the intramural office staff and provide the UMPD case number to them with details of the issue. All devices must be returned at the end of your shift. Devices should never be left in the lockbox or be taken home overnight. Unreturned devices may result in a violation of policy or termination with a possible referral to the university police. Please take the time now to make sure that you have signed and submitted an iPad agreement on the Canvas site. In most cases, you will automatically be connected to Wi-Fi while using the iPad. However, if you are not connected, please go to the general settings from the home screen to ensure that both the Wi-Fi is on and that you are connected to the appropriate network. The appropriate network is now EDU-Roam and can be selected from the Wi-Fi settings. Once selected, you will insert your username and password. Your username will be your full email address, which is your X500 and the @umn.edu. Your password is the same as your MyU password. To multitask on the iPad, double tap the home button on the front of the screen. Scroll right, left, up or down, and then slide the app up to close it. To fill out reports on the iPads, you will navigate to the PDF Expert app and then to the Reports tab. You can pull up the reports as necessary, fill out the fields that you need to, and click Submit to send the report. To sign a report, tap the signature field indicated by the red ribbon. Then a white box will appear and you will sign in that box and click Done. The finished signature should plop into the signature field that you selected. The voice memo tool is an important tool that you may use when filling out reports. In order to do this, tap the desired field first and then tap the microphone just to the left of the space bar on the keyboard. Begin speaking and say any punctuation when needed, such as period or comma. Hit done when you are finished and be sure to check the text. There are certain phrases that we use in intramurals that the iPad will not recognize, so make sure that you reread it before submitting. When submitting reports, always make sure you are connected to the internet first. Then scroll up or down to the appropriate button and click Submit Report. A pre-addressed email will pop up and it will already have the submitted report attached to the email. You can add any notes you need to add into the email subject or body if necessary. Once sent, always check the sent mail to ensure the file was sent properly. This is the end of the technology module. Please complete the technology quiz by the end of the week.